So it looks like my file is completely uploaded because this number hasn't gone up in a little while. And now you may notice a little discrepancy between what the file appears to be in size here on my local machine, 724.5 and 691. But this has 724, 495,926 bytes, which equates to that. So there may be a little bit of a discrepancy in terms of how Google Drive stores files compared to locally and how it represents size, but it looks like all of the files have uploaded, which is what we're after. So now we've got our zip file in our Dog Vision folder on our Google Drive. The next step is to unzip it, much like we could locally. So if I just double click here, it's going to expand dog breed identification.zip. So we'll have a look at what's inside. Beautiful. So this is what we're after. Train, test, sample submission, labels.csv. And this is what Kaggle says it's going to give us if we were to download the zip. Labels, sample submission, test, and train. And in labels, we have 10,222 unique values. Okay, wonderful. So these are the kind of things that we can test to make sure that even if we see a little discrepancy here, we can test once we've got our data in our notebook. Hey, does this line up with Kaggle? So that's what we'll have a look at now. So how do we unzip this in Google Drive? Now there may be a way we could do it from here, but we're going to see how to do it with code. So let's go unzip. And now remember, these cells here are just like in Jupyter. If we want to run something that's like on the command line, we can use the bang symbol here or the exclamation mark. So this is going to go unzip and then we give it a file. We need the file path here. I believe you might be able to go copy path. Oh, if you can, that's going to save us some time. Beautiful. We could do that, or we could just type it out for practice. So you actually don't need content, little tidbit there. So we can go here. Let's see how we type it out. Drive, because we've got drive here. Drive, my drive, don't forget the space. My drive. Yours might be named a little bit different to mine, but this is just what mine looks like. Our target file is this, so your target file will be the same as mine. My drive, and then the project folder is Dog Vision. So we need to go Dog Vision, dog space vision, and then dog breed identification .zip. Is that spelt right? I believe so. And then we're going to pass it the D tag for destination. And then we want to put it in Drive, just the exact same folder. Drive, my drive, Dog Vision. We just want to unzip it where it lives. I believe that should be enough. Wonderful. Let's run this cell. We can hit Shift and Enter. Or we could hit that little play button, this little play button here. And now we're going to get a big output of messages here because it has to go through and unzip 10,000 files into Dog Vision. Now, it may take a little while for this folder to update over here, but we can be sure that it's running by having a look at all this. So see, these are all test images. Now again, this might take a little while. So while this code is running, I'm going to stop this video here and we'll come back in the next one once we've unzipped all of our data in the Dog Vision file. And then we'll have our data ready to be used for our project. Oh, there we go. We've got some updates. So this may take a few minutes to run. Make sure it's fully run before we go into the next segment, because otherwise, if it's not fully run, you'll come into the same mistake I made when trying to work with your data before it had been unzipped. And so you end up working with less files than what Kaggle says there is. And that causes whole bunches of errors down the track. So we'll let this run. It may take a few minutes, but I'll see you in the next video once this is completed and we'll go through what it's unzipped.